to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? I have started today's episode by going to the savannah and gathering some acacia. Acacia is for making latex, latex is for making plastic, plastic is for insulated wires, and yes, insulated wires is for making the high voltage solar array. Yes, I know, last episode I did say that I'm not going to do that, but we're going to do that. We're going to have a tier 5 solar controller. Eventually we're going to have 4 of them, but you know, for today, maybe just the one. So for 8 of them, these are the amount of resources that we need. It's almost 200,000 cobblestone and well, you see the rest. But for my immediate needs, I think it's going to be much easier. We're going to need a ton of machine frames, the basic version. We need like 1,000. Actually, that could work. Yeah, it's 8 milli buckets, we have 13 buckets, that should work. We are missing a teeny tiny bit of plastic, that should be ready very soon, ignore the large plates. And we're missing 38,000 cobblestone. As a person who has already been prepared, we do have like 2 octuple compressed cobblestone, that's 86 million. But we don't want to do that, we just want to take the cobblestone generator and maybe put it next to an interface for a few minutes. I think it should output into the interface, let us check. Yeah, 15,000, 16,000. That's good. I think that's going to be used for making furnaces. So let us make, I don't know, 1,000 furnaces? Oh, 400. That's a good number. We can't order 2 at the same time. Our CPUs are not powerful enough. So we're going to order only 1 of them. For the second one, we are still missing like 190 plastic, but I think I have rubber. I was keeping it for RF tools. Yeah, we do have a decent supply. We just have to cook it, I guess. And cook it more. So I have an advanced smelting factory, which is not doing anything. And I have a basic smelting factory, which is making us glass. And we need 4,000. I guess we just upgrade it. Yes, much better. This is expensive. I mean, really expensive. It does take ages to craft, but yeah, we have one. For the second one, we already have all the resources, perfect. So you go over there, and we wait. I have already started making the additional parts. I had to make a few connectors manually, but resources are fine, so I don't really care. The second solar panel is ready, so you go over there. And tier 5 controller. Perfect. That's not a quest. Oh, it is. We just need 48 frames and I think that's it. I don't really remember the actual number, but we shall vein mine you and assemble our brand new solar panel. Oops. Not like that. I pressed shift. I'm sorry. But this one has 121 solar cells and I'm using the final tier one, so this should be a decent supply of power. And I mean really decent. I can't read that number. What? 16 million, 0.7. Look at the number. It's climbing stupendously fast. Today is the day that I really want to start working on our desert base, but before moving on, there are a few automations that we need to do over here because we have a ton of issues. So over at our new base, what we're going to do is that we're going to use a ton of Ender IO, correct? The problem is that in order to make the simple machine chassis from Ender IO, what we're going to need is the hardened cell from thermal expansion. Also, in order to do some advanced rocketry, we're going to need the signalum cell frame. So I think our first order of business should be to try and automate everything that you see here until the signalum cell frame full. Yes, there's also a resonant one, but that's not gonna happen anytime soon. That is for the end game. And yes, we have to get into bees. They're amazing. So let us start from scratch. We are never ever going to craft a machine frame from thermal expansion, the basic one. We're just gonna dupe it. How are we duping it? Well, we have a replicator down here, which is not working as fast as you would think. I have connected the flux point to our mass fabricator, so this is the speed that we're getting UU matter, but I really want it to go a bit faster. Because you know, this gives you like 30 frames and that's it. This is the speed that we're making UU matter, and you might notice that the scrap boxes don't even last for a second. Yep, it's gone. So first things first, we need cobblestone generators to make scrap. I think in a best case scenario, you would be able to make 1 millibucket of UU matter per tick. Let us try to achieve it. Or at least try to get as close to it as possible. Hopefully. We do have the basic plating on auto crafting. We can order 200 and that should be relatively fast. We want to be able to make some empty frames so that in a fluid infuser we would be able to convert it into infinite water sources. If we infuse it again with lava, we get a cobblestone generator. So a pattern for empty frames. We already have a fluid infuser, but we are going to need a second one for lava, so let us make it. And while we are doing that, let us have a pattern for the upgrades from nuclear craft. And yes, we are going to run into another problem very soon. We're running out of assemblers. But ladies and gentlemen, the motto of this channel is one stupid problem at a time. This is a compact infinite water source. It will generate 160 millibuckets of water constantly. That sounds great, but it's actually pretty garbage. Let's get 1 stack of the empty frames, I guess. From today onwards, we're just going to make the best of the best. You don't really need the best of the best, it's keeping up. But okay, we do that. I have already hooked up a fluid infuser for water, and we are going to have one for lava. We only have one production of lava, and that is in the desert, and we're going to use that. Also, if it's not obvious, we're not going to use this lava in order to power the geothermal generators, because we don't need to do that anymore. But I have brought a kit. I want a decent buffer. That's 800,000 millibuckets. That's not amazing. There is an enchantment called Holding. It is from thermal expansion, and you cannot put it on a tank. Empty tank? No, I'm an idiot, it's not a tank. It's a book. So now you will have a capacity of 2.4 million. I'm not really sure if you place it in the world, it's going to keep its enchantment. It will. Interesting. Very interesting. And one of the good things about the tank from thermal expansion is that you can hold sneak and right click and you harvest it. You just right click with a wrench. Yeah, it will output. Mechanism tanks also do the same thing, which is not very important. We extract the lava. And both of our fluid infusers are now operational. So can we have like 3 dense cobblestone generators? Good. On auto-crafting. Talking about auto-crafting, I need more assemblers. Which, talking about assemblers, we don't have wood. What we're going to do is going to be pretty simple. We're just going to use a phytogenic insulator. Wait a minute, how would you get night ore? Gunpowder. You can also get it from sand bricks, you can also get it from blazes. And it also seems you can get it from gunpowder, okay. Yeah. We do the gunpowder. We have an energetic infuser. We are going to give it a pattern in order to make the flux phyto grow. And one amazing tip that I got was that we can make charged Certus quartz in it. So we shall have a pattern for that as well. There you go. With the ore miner, I don't think we ever need to use that recipe, but that's just in case. Yeah, we have 16,000. Okay. I was a bit confused, but apparently you would be able to have 2 augments inside the machine. Because I wanted to grow saplings and I wanted to go on a loop. Maybe it's with some of the augments, I'm not sure. It does seem that I have solved our wood problem. We have a phytogenic insulator, it's getting automatically some phyto grow, and it's also voiding the saplings. The excess ones, I added the nullification chamber. We're going to need millions of wood, so I'm not that worried. So now that we have everything on auto-crafting, if we want to make 10 more molecular assemblers, well, we already have everything for that. What if we order 100? Yeah, literally every single one of them needs like 160 planks. But for the moment, we just go with 16. That's all we need. Also a bit of interfaces. Oops, that's actually a very big oops, because I did mess up a recipe. That is the recipe I messed up. Why would you even grab it from the JEI? Do it with this. I do understand that on the terminal, when you're encoding a pattern, you have this option which gives you the OR dictionary substitutions, but I rarely use that. Because sometimes applied energistics, there's a horse sleeping next to my door. You do have beautiful eyes. Anyways, I was going to say that sometimes applied energistics gets a bit creative and uses the wrong kind of wood, for example acacia, or uses the wrong kind of dust. Things that you have set aside for other things. I do use it, but it's very rare and, well, sometimes you run into problems. But we are here in the nick of time, we have only 3 slots left. Considering the fact that we're also going to start covering these assemblers, we might as well add the upgrades. I have made a ton, don't you worry. In order to remove the mass fabricator, we need to use a wrench, otherwise we're just going to get the machine casing, which is no bueno. The standard wrench from IC2 also has a chance of breaking the machines, so I have made myself an electric wrench, which takes ages to charge up. Okay, that's fine. A bit more. Yes. So this should have a smart option. How do you do that? I can't really see anything, but switch key? That's not the one. Yeah, I give up. We take our chances. Yeah, we got the matter fabricator. Now let us switch to UU matter. We're going to do this in the compact machine to save on lag. And I want to be able to spawn here, so we just right click with the shrinking device. We give you some dense cobblestone generators. They should get cobblestone instantly. Ignore the limit. Machines are not going to explode if they're attached to a universal cable, but I think the transformer upgrade is needed so that it will have a bigger buffer. But the overclockers are the ones who actually give you the extra buffer. I didn't know that. It's fine, I had the transformer upgrades, who cares? Also, we're not generating cobblestone fast enough, it's every second, so it's not great. We'll fix it, don't you worry. So we want all the scrap to go inside this crafter at amazing speeds. And then obviously we want to send the scrap boxes into the matter fabricator. So, how do you work? It's actually keeping up. No. You jerk. Okay, these ones which have an extra cobblestone generator, they're working constantly. The ones on the side, no. So we just need extra cobblestone generators, that's it. Also, maybe a bit more power? It's consuming 2 million RF sometimes. Holy, I'll go get the garbage. I added the extra cobblestone generators, I added more recyclers, and now we're generating it around about 10 millibuckets per tick, which is not that bad. Actually, I think it's very great. I can go crazier than this, but I'm a little bit worried about the power. You know, it goes to like 2 million RF, and that's a bit. Besides, other than power, we have other things to do. We haven't started with the frames yet. Maybe 11 millibuckets per second? But that is fine. We can have the basic frame. So now let us talk about the upgrades. We have the machine frame. We need the energy cell frame, which has a super easy recipe. And I guess we can order 10 of them. Yeah, they're being crafted. The energy cell frame, however, has to be upgraded to hardened cell frame. So once I have taken the nap, we're going to solve this one. I was just gathering some resources. I think we're good now. The hardened cell is a combination crafting, so we need to do some tricks with our applied energetic system. First things first, we are going to need some sort of an interface, which I think we can just place it here. One ender chest goes on top. And yes, I'm recycling the ender chest from our reactor setup, so we have californium inside. We are going to set a pattern like so. That goes inside the interface, and down here I have set up our crafting core with some pedestals. So we should be able to have our ender chest here. Let us order one frame so that we will have the ingredients inside the ender chest. Yes, we have them. And now it's just a matter of filtering, I guess. We want you to send the casing to one of the pedestals, the gear to another one. I should have used big item filters, right? Yeah, I should have done that. It is never too late to fix something which is garbage. Because we're going to have more than 5 recipes and I only have 5 filters. Very good, we have the filters on auto crafting. Is it working? No. Oh, do you know why? It doesn't have power, I think. You have power, so why you no work? Did I put the pattern in the wrong machine? Ah, yes. Input and output. Okay, we do this again. Invar gear, invar plate, steel casing, the rod, and the cell frame itself goes in the center. All of them are going to be insert on brown because we are also going to have one more ender chest. You know, so that the channels don't get confused. You didn't go in. Oh, my bad. Oh, wait a minute. You don't go in from the bottom? Ah, brown. Yes. I'm the one who's confused. You have some power and you should craft it, hopefully. Good. Give me the garbage. We set another filter, which is on green, and we insert on green. So this time let us order 10 of them and see how it goes. It's working pretty fast. Also, I just realized we have 700 machine frames, so you stop. Well, off the top of my head, I also remembered about Palace crystals, and yeah, we now have them on auto crafting. Yeah, they're being crafted. So now that we have the hardened cell frame, there are 2 routes that we can take. One of them is the simple machine chassis from Ender.io, the other one is reinforced. Let's take care of the thermal expansion one first. Well, for the moment we can craft one, which is not a problem, but we need to take care of a few stuff. Oh, I have 91 large electron plates. Make me 2000 electron. We just make a few hundred electron plates and that should take care of it forever. Yeah, that will do. That means now we just have to take care of flux electron, which is relatively easy. Relatively. Not amazing. I had to install a few machines for making flux electrum and also making it into an ingot or a plate, so let us see if it works. We want 10 of these frames, we can craft it, that is perfect. So that will take care of that one, now we need this one. We need to fill it in. It's one of those days that you have absolutely nothing available, but it's fine, we're gonna survive this. I have set up all the patterns and can we have 20 cell frames, the Signalum version which is full, which is also the goal. Yes, we can. We're not producing cinnabar, but I have taken care of rosin. And the way that I have taken care of rosin is something that I actually forgot to show you. It's way over here. We have a spruce tree, we have a few arboreal extractors which are giving us resin. That goes inside the fractionating steel and very slowly we get some rosin. It has been there for like 3 or 4 episodes, I don't really remember. We have everything on auto crafting, I'm happy. Another thing is that I think we should be able to order one more high voltage solar panel. No? What are you missing? Oh, CPUs. But we have the resources, that's great. We have a decent supply of cinnabar, but maybe we should automate it? Oh my goodness, the cell frame is slow. I'm waiting for some free CPUs. It's taking ages. It has been fully upgraded, there's literally nothing I can do about it. Well, there is, I don't want to do that. I have also set up a pattern for cinnabar and yeah, we can craft them. I had to add one more magma crucible and a fluid transposer in order to get a gelid cryotium, but it's fine, we will also use it for cryostabilized flux ducts later on. So I think minus the resonance cell, everything else is on auto crafting. Now we need to focus on the chassis. So if you guys remember, a few episodes ago, we did something incredibly cheaty. The machine chassis from Ender.io requires titanium, we were lazy to make titanium, so we cheated. This is a very long journey. And we crashed. I have no idea why we crashed, but we used the excavator from Immersive Engineering in order to harvest a bauxite vein. It used to have like 30,000 ore, now that I have taken a sample, come on, it's at -1, so No more rutile. So maybe the game doesn't like viaducts because it's been the second or third time that I have crashed. I'm just saying maybe. I have converted all the rutile that we got from the excavator into titanium using our arc furnace, but now we need to move it, to a more permanent location. We are going to set up the arc furnace over here. We're going to try and cover it because I thought this wall looks kind of plain, but we are using titanium coils. And if we want it to go super fast, I think we need to use iridium coils. Now that we have a decent supply of iridium, which we get as a byproduct from our miners, let's use them, I guess. It's gonna be super fast. Why does it look like a frog? I don't know. The problem is that I don't really know where I made it. Okay, we dig from here, it's easier. I have set the hatches in the back so we can have our interface on the input. And we just try and connect it to our main network. Missing a channel. Yes. Online? Perfect. What we want this guy to make is titanium aluminite ingot. Which, there you go, that is the recipe. That goes in the interface. And we just need an ender chest to import everything back into the system. Also, I think we put it on blocking mode. Do not push crafting items if the inventory contains items. The buffers are incredibly small. I'm afraid that it's going to get filled with aluminium. We hook it up to an ender chest and let us order some. Maybe after we have fixed the wall. So titanium, aluminite, whatever the hell it is. Can you craft it? No. Why no? And do you know why no? You have to turn it on. That's a very weird mechanic, but yeah, we're getting it. Another thing is that you ate 6 of my ingots. Well, this time it worked. Can I have 100 more? Don't know why it happens. The machine is not very smart, so we just put 2 seeds and, well, hope for the best. So 100 more, and this time you should actually work. Yep, exactly. 408. Now we can move to the good stuff. Ender IO. Just out of curiosity, what will happen? Trader juice. I was just curious, otherwise my preferred method is suffocation. Accidental suffocation, obviously. So far we have done so many stupid things, it's time to do more stupid things. With most of the automations done in our main base, I was hoping that today we would be able to move to the desert base, but unfortunately there is like one more thing that I really want to do. That is also required for the new base, but I found a very interesting recipe for it. Who's shooting? I want to be able to set up an Ender IO storage system in the new base, and for that we're going to need nutrient distillation, correct? We can always use a vat, but the problem is that if you want to be able to upgrade it, you need another vat in order to make the dew of the void, and one more vat in order to make vapor of leviathan. However, I noticed there is a recipe in a chemical reactor which is much simpler, and you can get the vapor of leviathan in like one go. So I want a chemical reactor, but that chemical reactor requires a few things. A basic circuit, and I was going to say liquid IO circuit board, which is... that's nothing. Who cares? But the basic circuit board requires the cutting machine. Then it needs the precision assembler, we have both of the machines. But for the actual silicon we need something called crystallizer. So let's make a crystallizer. It's very weird that I still have my manufactory way over here. Where we started. And I think we still have ores. Yeah. We don't need them anymore. So there you go, a crystallizer, and please don't be a huge machine. You're not. But you have 2 levels, that's it. I don't really know how big the chemical reactor is, so for the moment you stay here, and I don't really know how this works, so we just put the silicon in and something happens. That looks amazing. I don't know what it's doing though. Oh, the progress is actually shown with the animation. That was cool. Anyways, we have the silicon, now we need to cut it. Stop shooting. And the cutting machine is not cutting it. There is a very high chance that you don't have power. Yeah, that was the problem. We have our wafers. You can't eat them, right? No. So what we want is the basic circuit, which is another recipe in the cutting machine. This is not the one. I mean, to me it looked very similar. Apparently we just needed some electron tubes. That should be fine. Some conductive iron. Everything goes in a precision assembler and we should get something. Okay, we're getting something. Where is it? Yes. That something has to be cut, I hope. Yes. And voila, basic circuit. That took a while. So now I can make my chemical reactor, I guess. What are we missing? We're just missing the user interface, so there you go. And voila, chemical reactor. It's just a controller. And I kind of figured I could have just used the hologram, so how big are you? Oh, it's only a 2x3, that's it. The chemical reactor is such a weird machine, it just hatches. More hatches. Another input hatch. What's wrong with you? I don't have that many inputs. You would think that after all of this, I would have gone with a vat. But no, I did something stupid. We continue doing that. No. That has to be an output hatch. And one more output. Please work. Thank you. So I just want to know if it works. Here is your water. I'm assuming there should be an input somewhere. Okay, that is the input. We give you some heads. We shall turn you on. And where's the output? That's not bad. So will you auto output? No. I was looking for a zombie and... What is going on over here? I don't know. We shouldn't ask. Are you a zombie? Yes. I think this is our render distance, so this is why all the animals started spawning here. There's so many of them. So the thing is, the chemical reactor is amazing, we're under attack, but each zombie head, which is pretty expensive and hard to get, gives you half a bucket. What the hell? During the nights, life is crazy here. Anyways, I was hoping that we can have a Killer Joe. And do you accept the Kikoku? Oh, that shouldn't break. Ouch. How do we test this? You guys should not fire for a while. We need to invite some guests. Ouch. Hey you, come. And don't fall into holes, please. Will I get your head? Well, the looting is being applied, so I guess I'm getting the heads? Theoretically? Can you come closer, please? We push you a bit. Who are you shooting at? Maybe these guys are from tech guns and they don't drop heads? I don't know. But there is a Thaumcraft dungeon somewhere around here and that should have a zombie spawner. It's one of those things that you always notice it and now that you're trying to find it, it's not there. Oh, it's here. I think. Yes. Oh no, there are spawners. This is skeleton, we don't need that. This one is for zombies. And let us see if we get any heads. Oops, a skull? That's nice. Yeah, we're getting skulls. Or heads in general. So I have a very small idea. In order to make nutrient distillation, any type of head is acceptable, even the wither skeleton skull. I'm also a fan of getting more wither skeleton skulls, so why the hell not? We do it over here. And I think next episode I have to make one more Kikoku for myself. So here's the Killer Joe. Here's my sword. And I think we need some sort of a vacuum chest. Yeah, there you go. Oh, and by the way, we are incredibly close to making one more solar panel. Tier 5. Ouch! That hurts. You have a massive range, you stupid idiot. So, vacuum chest goes there, and we decrease the range by a lot. We don't want to pick up the garbage from down there. That hopefully goes into an ender chest. And well, for the moment I don't really have automated the nutrient distillation, so let us get, I don't know, one tank. Until I figure out where I want to set it up. We give you the sword, run away, and see how fast this works. We have 6 stacks of wither skeleton skulls and 58. And we're not getting anything. Oh, we are getting them. It's not being extracted fast enough. Goes over here. And are we good? We're actually getting a decent supply of skulls. Yeah, we have 7 stacks and 44 now. That's actually much better. I'm happier with this. Well, that system works. I need an extra Kikoku and we are going to set it up at the new base next episode. But for today, I was thinking we will have one more project. So we need one more of these solar panels. And yes, we're missing sand. And we're missing iron plates. The solution to the iron plates is incredibly simple. What we need to do is to dupe some, yes, basic machine casing. As for the sand, I actually have been vein mining some. And I used it last time. I need 400 more. It's fine, I'm not very picky. We live next to a desert. And honestly speaking, now was not the time to have this kind of craftings going on. We were supposed to have a better infrastructure. That should be enough sand, hopefully. Oh, and I didn't get to show you, I got my pink heart, horologium. Again. Okay, you start crafting the final solar panel. I guess I'm going to eat one apple so that we get the pink heart. Yes! We have it. I have just finished editing the footage and yes, the solar panel is ready. So there you go, another controller. I have also already made the solar cells, so we're good on that. And I think, yeah, we have enough frames. The only thing that I didn't make, yeah, we can use these. Tech guns was the worst idea. But I'm very happy today because we are generating a stupendous amount of power. Really stupendous. Another 16.7 million RF. Actually, the induction matrix is full, so you can't see anything. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.